Good afternoon, everybody. Here we are, December the 24th, and tile 505. Of course, if you're not with me today, I know you're very, very busy. Lots of things going on, so you can pick this up as and when you're ready. If you need a little bit of me time during this festive period, this is one to go for. So let's have a look at this and see where we're going. I've got my regular bits and pieces with me: pen, pencil, Tortillon, of course, rubber, and a few bits of coloured pencils and things. So what have I done? All right, white tile, I've inked around it with a little bit of green. I've used two greens, actually, very pale and a slightly darker, and I've used a bit of a stencil detail around the outside there. You might not have seen that one before, a little bit of a sneak peek, but here we go. Regular pencil then, let's make a start on this, shall we? I'm going to sort of imagine, well, this is going to be the bottom, and so let's have a look. I'm going to give myself, I don't know, centimetre or more, a little bit. Let's put a little line in, not all the way to the top. Okay, let's go in a little bit. Here we are. And then I'm going to give myself a little bit of a guide this way. Let's have a look. Okay, so I've got a bit of space either side. It's kind of in the middle. And then let's join the two together. So here we go, putting this one up here. And this one down here. It seems quite fitting today to do this. So there we are. First things first. I'm going to put myself a little rectangle under there. And another one here, but instead of it being a rectangle, I'm going to slightly shape it, of course. So we've got a bit of a pot there. Okay, a little bit of a Christmas tree. All right, let's give it a little bit of wavy line, just so it's sitting, so it's got something to work to. And I want to come to the top first. Let's have a look. So I'm going to put myself a little star on here. So I'm going to start with a triangle, like so. And then I'm going to draw a triangle going in the opposite direction, like so. So there's my star. Happy with that. That's all good. Okay. So I'm going to just move out a little bit. Let's have a look at what we're doing here. And first things first, let's bring in, I'm going to bring a line here, look, and here. And then I'm going to turn it this way, and I'm going to put one in along there. All in pencil, because certain things we can rub out a little bit later. Okay, and I'm going to get another one in here, not as wide this time. And in and along, there we go. Gives me that one. Okay, so I think what I'm going to do now is I'm going to angle one slightly. So let's sort of look at where the middle is. I'm going to bring one here, and I'm going to come up there, look. It's going to stick out a little bit, but I don't mind. There we go. This one here, I can get a small one in. They're all kind of rectangles at the minute, so nothing crazy that we're doing there at all. And let's do another kind of angled version there, so one's leaning on the other, like so. Actually, yeah, I'm going to do another one. I'm going to make it a bit bigger, look. Like that, angled again. Got that kind of thing going on. And I'm going to put one, let's have a look, sort of here. Rectangle, look. So it sort of wants something here, doesn't it? So you can't kind of have it just sort of, well, you can in midair there. Let's put a little one in there, so it's hovering. And then I'm going to build up a couple more, look. So another rectangle and another one. There we go. And at the top, I'm going to put one sort of that way. Like that. All right, so far so good. I think here I'm going to put like a little ball in there. Do I have any more gaps? Yeah, I've got a couple. Look, one there and one there. It doesn't take long, did it? And perhaps kind of speed tangling a little bit, because I know you're all busy. You don't want to be sitting here for hours following this along. So, okay, let's bring in the pen. So looking at this bottom section, first things first, let's go in a little bit more. I want to slightly change the shape a little bit, so I'm going to come in, look, and I'm going to create a little rectangle following that shape, but a little bit thinner, like this. And similar on the other side. I don't mind if it's a bit wobbly. If you prefer to draw it with a straight edge, that's fine, but I'm going to go with kind of thing. Yeah, it's like a sandwich, thin bread. All right, I'm going to curve there, and I'm going to curve there. And if I turn it this way again, I'm going to sort of split it up, and I'm going to put a bit of a wobbly line on purpose in there, look. And I'm going to kind of follow along each side. I'm going to aim for, I don't know, maybe I can get 3 in there. 3 lines. And 1 in there, look. Like so. And see, if you want to do that and you want to definitely get 3 in, then do a middle one. And then do 1 on either side. Like that. Alright. Wavy on purpose. Let's put that in. So far so good. Okay, let's put my sort of stalk in there, my trunk. Again, split it in the middle. And I'm going to put 2 lines there. 2 lines there. And let's put my little pot in there. That one. And that one. And I'm going to put a line along there. Okay, so if I come from the middle, look, I'm going to put myself a little bubble in, or part bubble anyway, and put myself some shapes there. And put a little line underneath, like that. And the rest of that space I'm going to fill with some bubbles, all different sizes. So, you know, fill in where you can. And any little gaps that are left, and they're not going to be many, you can put a little bit of ink in there. Gives me that one. So let's have a look at this next one then. I'm going to put a slight curve at the top there, or side, and slight curve there. And in we go. Okay. So I'm going to put kind of a little line there, like a double line. And double line there. And then in the middle of that, I'm going to come in with my pencil because I want to sort of write in some little words. I'm going to do it all in capitals, see how that fits. Here he is, Dobbies. There you go. And let's see if we can get the word Christmas in there. And those bits. And I reckon I can just get there. Yep. Dobby's Christmas Carol. Okay, now I'm going to put that in. I'm not going to neatly up or anything. I'm going to leave it a little bit higgledy-piggledy. I like that idea. A bit there. And we go with those. You could write whatever you want to do on here. And if you wanted to, of course, you could make these into Christmas presents. A little bit of ribbon on there, but I'm going to go with my little books today. Okay. So let's put in, again, I'm going to slightly curve the edges. And put this one in. You see. So this one here, I'm going to put myself, I've got space there, like a little rectangle on the top. And some little zigzags on the bottom. Nice and small there. And let's put like a little kind of a ring coming around it there. Gives us a little bit of a bauble feel. And around we go. And again, I'm going to kind of come in and put some little triangles there. So let's put this next one in. And I might as well, whilst I'm at it, draw all of those shapes in. I'm kind of at that angle, so it just makes life a bit easier. And at the bottom, I'm going to sort of make them go outwards like that. And then in there, it gives me those three. So again, let's see if I can get a little top section on this bauble. And a little sort of shape round there. And then put the bauble back in. And this one, I'm going to put some little bubbles on it. There you go. So I'm going to draw these in again. Let's see if I can. I'm going to put like a little shape there. Depends sort of where you've put your pieces, doesn't it, as to whether they're going to all fit in or not. So that's slightly sitting in there. And I think this one, I'm going to have some kind of stripes going across it. And this one, it's going to sort of be here, little zigzags, little hook shape. There we go, and that one I can have stripes that way. So let's put these in, little book shape that way. So this one, they're quite small, so I'm not really going to be drawing anything on these ones. So I'm going to do like that riddle rectangle shape, you know, like the sandwich we did. Curve them in. And then let's put some little wavy lines in, so they're like little books. This one, I'm going to similar, but this time look, it's going to sort of sit this way. So you're going to see that section, put a curve there, and then lines going that way. So the book's sort of facing in the opposite direction, like that one. So let's do another one of those. So like this, look, following the shape round, and then I'm going to do an extra line in there, a little curve like that, and then wobbly lines. And then the top one, I'm going to do that shape. So it sits at the top there, and I'm going to draw around my triangle star shape that I did on the top there, like that. Okay, let's have a little look at what we've got then. All right, bit of a little tree going on there. So, okay, we want a couple of little bits on here. So, again, I'm coming in with pencil just to be sure here. So, I'm going to have this kind of a large book. Let's sort of put some memoirs on there. And we've got to have, I think, some puds. Like a little recipe book going on there. And what else could we have? We could have, let's do it slightly smaller there. Split it into two. And let's put elf there. Xmas. Can't fit all Christmas. Makes. There you are. Okay. And let's have a look. This one. Let's see if we can get, how many la's can we get? 4 la. Oh, that's going to be a longer one. There you go. A little bit of a Christmas sort of hint there. So let's put these in, sort of in there. Pen now. Whose memoirs they are, we'll never know. The Puds recipes, certainly not mine. Although I did used to make Christmas trees out of gingerbread, but I don't really do that now. I've got to make sure that that sort of keeps in. I don't mind sort of squeezing it in a bit because it's part of the design that it can be a little bit different. And just put those in. It'll clean up a little bit when I get my rubber out and remove some of that pencil. But just before I do, look at that. Let's put this little bit of a wavy kind of line in there. Gives us our little shape. And then around the edge, I'm going to sort of start here, I reckon. I'm going to sort of come around and create a loop like so. Same on this side. Don't have to be the same though, but it's a loop nonetheless. Let's have a little bit of a dangle down there. And I can put a little bubble look, followed by a few more. And same sort of thing, followed by a few more. Okay. So let's see if I can get rid of some of this pencil now. Just be gentle with it. You know, if it takes its time, go and have a cup of tea and come back and do it. You know, you don't have to sort of do it all in the same time. Just take a moment. There we go. See? Make some of that text a little bit clearer now. Round on there. Let's just get rid of that rubber bit. Okay. There's still a little bit in there. Alright. So first things first, I want to come in with a little bit of colour. I'm not going to sort of go over the top with this, just sort of not blend in anything like that. But I think I've definitely, because it's quite green, I've definitely got to put a bit of red in. So using my black edition, you can use whatever you've got, it's fine. And I want to come across the top of this. So it definitely looks like a book cover. Across the top there. See? Alright, just little hints. Okay, I think I will bring a little bit of blue in there. What have I got here? My tranquil blue, sort of on the edges. So it doesn't look as sort of clean and crisp there. It's got a little bit of age to it. Yeah, that's it. And, oh, put the lid on my pen, that'll help. Just want to make sure I'm not going to run out. See, I'm not going to do all of them. I think just a few. Certainly these ones that we've got these extra sides to. So here, look, a little bit of dark green in there. I think I might bring a bit of that in there too. See, sort of use it as you're going. And purple haze. Let's do one of those. I say they're too small to try and shade or anything, these ones, so just adding a little bit of colour makes all the difference. Again, a little bit, just in one edge, see, like this? Gives it a hint of colour, but we're not colouring it completely. Let's put some stripes in as we work our way around. A bit of Lumo yellow. Let's add that on those little bits there. That does look, if it wasn't green, it would look like a Christmas pud, wouldn't it? Let's bring some colour in on my star. I think I will bring a bit of orange in, you know, Sarah's favourite, Halloween. That bottom section. A bit more yellow in, just to sort of work the two together. And let's have a look. I'm going to bring a bit of green in, just sort of over the top. Again, you see I'm not colouring the whole thing, I'm just kind of working a little bit of it in together. And a bit of Spanish red. I'm going to have that in on that bauble there. Missed a bit of yellow on the top there, didn't I? I think I need a bit of blue. Mine full blue. Okay, now I didn't do anything on that top book. It's quite small, isn't it? So I'll bring Leslie's in her Alf Pink. I'm going to sort of be quite strong there, and I'm going to ease it off. Strong there, look, and ease it off. You see it's giving it a little bit of a blendy shape there. Alright, let's put a bit in there as well. Right, let's have a look. What else do we have? A bit of purple jewel. Again, I'm going to put a little bit in that bottom edge, so it's not quite completely covering it. Just gives it a little bit of colour. And let's have a look. So I've got a bit of everything here, so let's bring in, gotta do it. Yeah, the peacock blue is quite greenish colour, isn't it? Let's bring a bit up there, look, and ease it off down there. Put a bit of that in there as well. Last one, this one. So let's have a look. Has it got to be doodle grey? No, it's not going to be doodle grey. It's got to be Derby grey. So let's have a little bit of it sort of in there. Just sort of again working across the bottom and a little bit along there. Not too much. Just gives it a hint. Let's have a little bit of that at the bottom there as well. Again, darker on the edges, bringing it in a little bit lighter. And then whatever colour, whatever comes to hand. Use the lighter blue there. And add those bits in. And a little bit of foundation. This is a really nice colour actually. It's really one of those useful ones. It works ever so well with the peaches in the main sets. And last little bit there. I'm going to stick with the blues. Let's come in with a bit of tranquil blue just on the bubbles there. Okay. Regular pencil. I'm just going to bring in a little bit across the bottom here. And a little bit underneath those swirls at the top. Okay, a little look at that. Tortillon, I'm going to soften that off a little bit. And then a little bit of softness around there. Just kind of working it in. Same on this one. There you go. And there we are. A little bit maybe in places. You can't blend your colours in, but let's put a little bit inside here. Oh, I could have used a bit of foundation in here, couldn't I? I would have given it a little bit of a vintage feel. And there you go. Okay, really quick one. Oh, I do have a little bit of a gel pen here. Let's just make sure it works. I'm gonna little touches, you know, if you can put it around. Let's fill those little spots in. Missed a little book there as well, haven't I? Almost done. Okay, I'm going to come in with a little bit of orange there. And let's use that to do my stripes. So don't worry too much about the colours in this. It's just about having a little bit of fun and doing something a little bit different. So there you go. I think fitting for Christmas Eve. It's a little bit late, I think, if you've not done people's Christmas cards to actually get this done, but all there and sorted. So all's left for me to say is have a wonderful Christmas, everybody, and you know, enjoy the festivities, but don't overdo it. We know what it's like. You've only got to get rid of it later on. So have a good one. Just enjoy it. You know, spend some time on your own. Have a few moments, do a bit of drawing and chill out. And of course, if you're around tomorrow, I am on Hobby Maker, so John and I are heading down there tomorrow, and yeah, looking forward to that. So okay, all done and sorted, and it leaves me to say, yeah, see you on Friday when it's all over. But see you on Friday, and we'll do another one. All right, take care, everybody, and see you soon. Bye.